something was missing here. Lily finally got the chance to use. Dr. Marcel would surely be pleased. With the help of his credit card, Lily made some confetti.
Hello, stranger. Before you say anything, please take a deep breath. And is that what freedom smells like? Or is it just regular air consisting of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, soot from the asylum's new chimney, and a touch of diesel oil from the garage? I don't want to seem melodramatic, but I'm somewhat skeptical about this so-called freedom. Ever since Dr. Marcel started neglecting his duties as head of this asylum, it's us, the patients, that carry the burden of creating our own boundaries. And before I'm able to measure up to this freedom, I do have to ask myself a few things. Maybe there are such things as good boundaries. And even in an ideal case, can I really decide where my own freedom starts and stops? It so happens that no one is preventing me from leaving the asylum. Does that mean I'm free? Can I just fly away, spread my wings, and leap from the asylum roof? The urge is there. Just like any bee, I long to buzz across fields of flowers collecting honey. But I'm still fighting it. Something about this freedom stinks.
Lily had never seen such an unhappy man in a bee costume before, but she also hadn't really traveled much.
I'm skeptical. Although I have the urge to spread my wings and fly off into freedom, can I really judge where my own boundaries lie? Something about this freedom stinks.
Hello, you know.
That smells good. But even if the illusion is almost perfect, it's only artificial flavors and chemical esters. An almost perfect illusion. But not real. Like with everything here in the asylum, it's only a half-hearted attempt to trick us. And now that right you are, stranger, I'm just running away from my responsibilities. The responsibility to myself, to accept the deal that the world out there has offered me. I thank you. I've made up my mind. I can't just sit around here doing nothing anymore. I should buzz across fields of flowers and collect honey. Toodaloo, asylum. Hey-ho, freedom.
Lily was glad that she had helped the bee man. Soon he would be in a better place. Red bananas, green tomatoes.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the yellow urinal as much as you like.
How about that? Yellow blueberries.
Struggle job. Too bad. Come. Struggle.
You has we drive.
Red bananas. Green, yellow. Moths fluttered around the dim light of the lamp. They were apparently searching for food. Lily had often wished to go to the zoo to feed the animals. It was even more beautiful than she had imagined. That was already freshly washed.
What do you have there? Let me see. Aha! Oh ho! Washing machine drum. It is clean.
Lily knew that you could use starch to stiffen up laundry. It wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Well, who said it? Now Lily had a stiff towel with holes.
What do you have there? Let me... Aha! Oh, washing machine drum. It...
Struggle to come.
Live for a pet struggle and this.
It seems to me ye haven't played role-playing games very much.
It's really easy. All you
Alack.
and
Struggle.
oh yeah, thanks.
It seems
It's all
Alack.
and
Struggle job.
oh yes, thanks.
It already had enough holes.
Yikes! What are you doing here? Are you actually dead? Too bad. I could use a little entertainment, but the doctor told me not to talk to other people. At least not living ones. Sorry. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You shouldn't be here. I'm not allowed to talk to people. At least, not living ones. You shouldn't be here. I'm not allowed to talk to people. At least, not living ones.
The narrator was slow. The truth of the matter was, the truth of
You shouldn't. I'm not. At least. You shouldn't be. I'm not. At least not. You shouldn't. I'm not. At least.
But what are you just saying?
Lily thought about adding a few holes, but that was, she'd just destroy everything. The door was
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, washing machine. What do you have there? Let me see. Aha! Oh, washing it.
It seems
It's all
A lack-
and loads of fantasy.
Drug-
Oh, yes. And pizza, of course. Thanks, Droggy.
The door was firmly locked.
You shouldn't be here. I'm not allowed to talk to people. At least, not living ones.
Oh dear, Lily really had managed to ruin the sheet. But perhaps a sheet with 2 eye holes could be good for something.
Yikes! A ghost! How sweet. Finally someone to talk to. You have to help me. Dr. Marcel is wrongfully keeping me here in the asylum. Isn't there anything that you and your ghost buddies can do about it? Curse him? Deprive him of his sleep? Drag him into the seventh circle of hell and torture him for all eternity with red-hot needles? Oh, come on. I've done so much for you. I've performed obscure rituals, sacrificed chickens, danced naked. Although when I think about it, I'm not sure if it was really a ghost that asked me to do that. Ugh. I don't feel so well. Could you please take off your head while we're talking? Oh man, you're not very talkative. Can't you help me at all? Great! Look at this! The doctor is forcing me to knit these stuffed rabbits. No idea what he needs them for, but I'm not very good at it. Maybe you could lend me a hand. Wait! I'll push some of the fabric through the hatch.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the blue urinal as much as you like.
How about that? Blue broccoli. Red bananas, green tomatoes, blue broccoli, yellow blueberries.
Ah, the pizza! Well then. Superb, superb.
Great! I wish I were as good on the phone as you.
Struggle jug.
And Peter is satisfied too.
Satisfied? How could I be satisfied in such a world, in which the only moments worth living for are those when the pizza arrives with the right toppings?
That means yes.
We owe you one.
Peter almost starved to death.
It's not that bad. I've already lost all hope of dying honorably anyway.
Struggle jug.
Well said. Now that the food is taken care of, let us begin the game.
Don't you want to play too, sweetie? You'll see. It'll be incredibly fun.
If you take pleasure in such excessive self-degradation.
That and a dice cup.
Struggle jug.
So be it. Then follow us into the world of Hoth Motigor. Your group has set up camp near the infamous Goblin Gorge.
Lily found herself in a clearing. The campfire was crackling, and the wind whipped through her clothes.
You can hear the war drums of the goblins in the distance. This is your last rest before the great battle.
Lily did in fact hear drums. An enormous army seemed to be waiting for them in the nearby mountains.
Wait, are you telling the story or am I?
What?
It's just that I see that you don't have the Dungeon Master screen in front of you. And I'm pretty sure that the Dungeon Master is recognized by his Dungeon Master screen.
That's ridiculous. I'm the narrator. I don't need a...
Well, then why don't you be the Dungeon Master then? I'm curious how you'll do without any battle value tables or source books.
What? But that's...
That's what I thought. And now, move over.
Ow! Hey! You can't just...
Where was I? Oh, yes. You're here on the orders of the king to drive the goblins from the gorge. There are rumors that the goblins have dammed up the Pink River. This has turned Hoth Motigor's most important memorial into a reservoir, the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Also sitting at the fire is a mysterious local guide. You're tired from the journey, but sleep is far from your mind. Goblin scouts could be lurking anywhere. The black magician Petrula, the noble Sir Drogalot, and the amusing juggler Snippo
I want a different role.
Shush!
are gathering their strength for the battle. Only the Amazonian barbarian warrioress Lilligrim,
Huh? That's you!
only the Amazonian barbarian warrior Lilligrim is restless. It's your move, Lilligrim. What will you do?
Hello, Lilligrim. Would you like to be amused by my funny pranks? Then watch me. And are you amused? I didn't think I'd ever say such a thing, but I'd wish we'd go into battle instead of just hanging around here. I'd much prefer a quick, bloody death to this endless humiliation. I'm not afraid of the goblins, if that's what you mean. I'm not worried about being cut into little pieces by mighty goblin swords. And I'm not bothered by the rumors that they wrap the intestines of their victims around thorny spears. For I am Snippo, the funny prankster of the group. Yes, it doesn't just look like it. I am actually juggling only one ball, and I know how ridiculous that must seem. My character sheet said that I, the comical Snippo, have the marvelous ability to juggle 55 balls at once. But as much as I would have liked to imagine what such a thing would look like, the mysterious traveler thought I should just juggle one ball instead, because it's much more contemplative, and as long as my shame or boredom doesn't cause me to spontaneously combust, then I'll stick to that. If you have a better suggestion. I understand. You want to see the trick with the 55 balls? I have to disappoint you. The traveler thinks it's too hectic. And apparently this game is about fulfilling the obscure wishes of randomly appearing cowl wearers. At least this game is sticking to the book. You think I should try it without any balls? Bravo. You found the only way to increase my boredom even more. On the other hand, if I juggle without a ball, I might be able to take a quick nap. No one seems to object to sleeping around here.
Oh, Lily, with
What?
hit! And now the damage. Wow, an armor class? Locational damage? Yes. Peter is crippled.
Huh?
Imagine you're suffering the eternal torments of hell.
I think I can manage that.
Hello, Lilligrim. You're still up? You should get some rest. I'll keep guard and make sure the fire doesn't go out. Don't look so grim. Your thirst for action is honorable, but the mysterious traveler is right. Strength lies in tranquility.
Lilligrim felt like screaming at the brave Sir Drogalot. She hadn't traveled all the way to Goblin Gorge just to sleep, but something kept her from losing her temper. Fuming, she turned away from her companion. Her eyes fell on the quiet traveler, who had listened to the entire conversation. Was that a smile she saw beneath the hood?
My goodness, whom do we have here then? A little barbarian warrioress? I sense great anger in you. Could it be that the thirst for battle sits in this little chest? Then let me give you some advice. Swallow it. The most successful battle is the one that doesn't even have to be fought. So be a good little barbarian warrioress and take a nap.
Lilligrim could hardly believe her ears. Wasn't this a fantasy role-playing game? What fun was there in imagining aimlessly sitting around a campfire? Lilligrim didn't dream of listening to the soothing advice of the mysterious NPC. If anything, it just made her angrier. Too bad that she had to stop herself from losing control. She would have loved to have screamed this dope's head off.
Don't startle me like that. Can't you see I'm watching the kettle? If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm brewing a diabolical magic potion, of course. Well, it's actually a calming tea. I really wanted to conjure some coffee demons, but they don't let you get any sleep. And we do need our strength for the battle. Now I have to watch the kettle before it starts to whistle. The traveler has such sensitive ears. What could the goblins be planning? Why did they submerge one of the kingdom's greatest memorials underwater? Something similar happened to me once. But that was an accident. But I don't really think that the Royal Loo can be considered a memorial. Don't you want to sleep? I wonder why. Because I'm really exhausted. Oh, if you're staying up anyway, do you think you could watch the kettle? Oh, great. Then I can finally get some sleep. As you know, we need our strength for the battle.
Remember my word, the most successful, so be a good little barbarian warrioress.
Go ahead and lie down. I'll make sure that the fire doesn't go out. I know what you want to say. You're here to fight. Maybe tonight.
Remain calm and gather our that's.
The traveler is right. Acting in haste is never a good idea. Are you worried about the fire? Usually, I'd agree with you. Those few logs are certainly not enough to keep the fire burning through the night. Plus, the best things always happen to you when you go into the forest looking for firewood. You find treasure maps, fall into enchanted wells, or meet merchants with magical amulets. Maybe I should.
Relax a little and call it a day. That's what you wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. There doesn't always have to be an adventure, and the night is pretty warm. I'll wait up to put the last log on the fire. Then I'll turn in too. Don't worry about the... I'll stay. Don't worry. I'll... Don't worry, I'm sure they're gone, but I do want damming up the Pink River and flooding the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Why? It's all very mysterious. Maybe you're right.
Not rush.
Save your strength for...
You try to plug the valve with a log. Roll for dexterity. No. Okay. Will no one do anything? Sir Drogalot?
Druggle Jug?
In character, please.
Drug? Not yet, Lily Grim. The fire should last the whole night.
I wake up and jump with one leap into the next.
No, Petrula. You're sleeping very deeply.
But I'm mumbling magic spells to myself.
Whatever.
Open sesame, abracadabra, rix, rix, rix.
You can clean up here. Go ahead. You've done enough.
Well, well. Is that the legendary army of Hoth Mortigor? A little girl with braids? Fabulous. Oh, why so angry, little girl? You're not here to declare war, are you? It would almost make a pleasant distraction, putting your feet up and drinking tea all the time. In the long run, it's not good for my goblin army. But why should I sound the horn for battle? My scouts told me about your lazy companions. You can't possibly think you can defeat my army with those dopes. I hardly think so. As long as we're not being attacked, I'll stick to the advice of this friendly traveler. Wait and see and drink tea.
Lilligrim was boiling with rage. She was very close to throwing a tantrum, but something was holding her back. Good! The ball was stuck, but the pressure in the cauldron still wasn't enough for something to happen. Okay. Will no one do any
Druggle?
in cap?
Drug? Not yet, Lily Grim. The fire should last the whole night. Go ahead and lie down. I'll make sure. Why are you so worked up, Lily Grim? Did you find out something about our companion?
There's no reason to get worked up. As long as we keep calm and don't lose our nerve, we'll remain a step ahead of the goblins.
The traveler is right. Nothing is so urgent that it can't wait until tomorrow. Are you as tired as I am? The goblins, I wonder.
You spoke to the Goblin King, and now you're furious because there's not going to be a battle. Aren't you happy that I found a peaceful alternative to fighting? Yeah, but what are you going to do about it? I've already got your friends wrapped around my little finger. And as long as everyone stays calm, that's how it's going to stay. Just face it, I've got it all under control. And as you know, Throwing a temper tantrum is just bad behavior. So be a good little barbarian warrioress and take a nap.
The hooded figure sat silently at the... Strange. I can't remember him being in the adventure. Which source book does he come from? Roll for charisma, Peter.
Do I have to? That was to be expected.
Snippo is just about the ugliest dope you've ever seen. You see a large roll. You discover a safety valve. You try to plug the valve with a log that's way too big. Roll for dexterity. No.
Go easy with it. The fire has to last the whole night.
Oh, we'll
not the fire.
Petrula conked out at the fire.
Can she?
I don't know. Are you?
Shoot.
Then no.
Too bad.
Go easy with the fire. Go ahead and lie down. I'll make... The goblins, I wonder... Why?
So, as a just...
Sir Druggle... Mithril armor?
Druggle jug.
Okay, then. In his mithril armor. You see... Roll. You discover a safety valve. The hooded figure sat silent, which